Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. I don't know the date. I think it's the 12th maybe. I'm just opening up the windows to all the rooms. And I like to open the windows, kind of air out the house a little bit before I turn on the AC, like when it starts getting a little hot. In the baby's room that he really doesn't use. Opening the curtains or the blinds here. And then opening the window here in the living room. There's a lock at the bottom. Oh, did I not look it? Oh, I guess not. Oops. Ow. There's a stupid fly in here. There was 3 flies in here yesterday and girl. Not cute. Okay, and then open these blinds. We have like a back patio. And like, I wish we had the sliding door. Excuse me. A sliding door. So then we can open the door and then have like, just like a breeze from everywhere. And then have like that cross breeze just go circulating the house. But we don't. So I gotta turn on every fan in the house. Actually, I don't think I turned on the fan in the baby's room. No, I did not. And that helps. It helps air out the house. So this morning, I wanted to finally show you like my coffee recipe, my like latte recipe that I love to drink. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys my Nespresso machine, and I should probably put more water in it. I'm gonna show you my Nespresso machine, show you like the recipe and like what creamers and like what I use and what I put in it. So let me show you the Nespresso machine. Let me grab some water actually. So I think this is like 60 ounces, if I remember correctly. There's steam because it was already starting to warm up the machine. We'll do that for now. Okay, so I pretty much put in 2.5 cups of water. Because since I'm only doing a double shot of espresso, I'm not going to use that much. I'm only going to use like 2 ounces of water. Okay, so I'm going to grab a cup, whatever cup, because I'm going to like, I can ruin my cups. But I'm going to grab my jar here. And the Nespresso pod that I use is the double espresso Chiaro. No, it's Chiaro. It's like that. Yeah, there we go. Looks like that. It's this color at the bottom. And then I learned that this like barcode like at the bottom is what the machine reads to know how much water to let out. So let me grab you guys so I can show you. It's super easy. It's like a Keurig, but I feel like it's better than a Keurig because of the espresso. Let me grab you guys. Okay, so let me show you. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the Nespresso machine. I have my coffee, my regular Mr. Coffee machine. That baby, I will never let that one go until it completely breaks down. But this was mine and Ernesto's first coffee maker that we bought when we first moved to Ventura. That was almost 5 years ago now. So this was our first coffee maker that we've ever bought together as like moving in together. We got married and then we moved in like the week after we got married. We moved in together. But this is the Nespresso that we have. It's like I said, the 60, I think it holds 60 ounces of water. So I'm gonna put the Nespresso pod in. So I just, the tab here, and then it's just like the button up and down, and then it's gonna dispense. So watch it dispense a little bit, and then I'll show you the next step that I do. So basically doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna kneel down because I'm gonna just explain everything. So now I'm gonna grab my cup and put ice in it. Okay, girl, and I'm not like one of them like full-on like coffee Instagram people or like YouTube people who have like the aesthetic cups and stuff. I literally use a protein bottle cup and it works. Okay, so once I've added ice, my goodness, to my cup, I make a latte. So basically it's milk and espresso. And the milk kind of dilutes the espresso. Now you have the option of adding as much milk or as little milk as you want. For a while I was just doing a cup of milk, and I just eyeball it because this is my daily drink. So the milk that I use, because we're lactose intolerant in this house, is Lactaid, 2%. And then creamer, I've mentioned this before on my Instagram, Chobani creamer, the coffee creamer and sweet cream. I know they have like a hazelnut and vanilla flavor. I have not tried them. This one's my favorite one. Okay, so I'm gonna just add my cup of milk, give or take. I'm gonna say right there. Yeah, it's it right there. Just more. And then some creamer. And I don't like it too sweet because we wash our sugar in this house. Crazy, I know, but we do. Okay, and then this is how like the espresso looks. Beautiful. And then we're just gonna pour it in. Now it's only double espresso, so we're just gonna mix. Now I'm thinking about making a quad because like I want like a really big coffee. And if I do a quad, I do another pod. But I think I'll be fine. Actually, no, I'm gonna cool it because like it's too much caffeine. And but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then like sometimes I make a dirty chai at home with a double shot of espresso. I have used the 1 shot of espresso from Starbucks that you can buy like at Target for Nespresso, and I just use the Organ chai. And I was looking for like the powder form, but I couldn't find the powder form anywhere, so I just used like the liquid, and this works beautifully. And I just dump it in. I could do that right now, but I don't want a dirty chai right now. But this is like what I use for my dirty chai. Girl, I'm trying to save money even though I spend a lot of money on coffee. I try not to go out and buy coffee, but Dutch Bros is my weakness. Everybody who knows me knows that that's my freaking weakness. And usually when I order from Dutch Bros is like an iced Americano with soft top, and that's just like the cold foam on top. Bomb. I love that stuff. And I used to always order a medium size of it. Why am I still kneeling down? I used to order the medium, but it was just too watered down. I was like, what the hell? And then I ordered the small, and it was like perfect. So yeah, this is my coffee drink. Delicious. I know you can make it like better, and like that hack that people use at Starbucks where they get like the double shot of espresso and then you can pour your like protein in it. totally doable with this one too. I probably should be doing that because I don't eat enough protein through the day. And I just need to be better. I was tracking for a while, but I stopped. Delish. But yeah, that's pretty much my coffee recipe. There's really nothing to it. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit, have my coffee, and yeah, spend some time with my little guy. His tooth like is officially like showing. I'll try to show it on camera today. But cheers if you're having your coffee right now. If you're not, cheers to for when you do have your coffee. So good. And this might look a little light for some people, but it's just how I like it. My tolerance for coffee, I was a major coffee, like strong coffee drinker before I was pregnant. And then of course when you're pregnant, you really can't have as much coffee as you used to. Even when you do drink caffeine, you can only drink that 1 serving size of caffeine. So like at the first half of my pregnancy, I completely like cold turkey stopped drinking coffee. And then after that I was like, no, okay, I want coffee. So I would have coffee. And then I would order decaf and then half calf if I needed the caffeine, because there was days where, girl, it was rough. Because pregnancy is hard, it's tiring, and you need all the energy you can literally get from whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this coffee, and yeah, I'm gonna change this little boy's diaper. He just got done eating not that long ago. And then change him into his outfit for the day because he's still in his PJs. Let me show you. Say hi, baby. He's ready to get out of there too. I know, honey. I'm taking you right now. He's like, yeah, mom. I'm gonna make breakfast for Joelle. So we'll see how this goes. No, I'm just kidding. I know how it's gonna go. So I'm thinking of making eggs with a little bit of cheese and of course fruit on the side. I always have to give him fruit. I'm actually gonna try giving him banana because he does not like banana, but I keep trying to give him banana, and so I want him to like it. I kind of want to try to make like an oat bake too. I don't know. Has anybody tried making one? I saw a recipe for one with like pumpkin in it. It's like a pumpkin spice, because I am a sucker for pumpkin spice. But we'll see. But I'm just gonna make him his egg. Oh my god, last night's dinner was so freaking good. We had like this steak. It was like I don't even know what it was. It was one of the cuts that Costco has, and it was a pack with like a whole bunch of them. It was like really thinly sliced. They had another one that we were buying a lot. It was like strips, but this was like a steak, but it was a strip of like a steak size. And it was really good. So I did that like on the cast iron. We had bought cast iron pans, and that was the first time I had ever cooked with a cast iron pan. And it was good. And I'm thinking of just like, because we've been trying to like really get rid of and purge, because our apartment is so tiny and we have like no room for anything. And last night we were actually talking about, okay, like what, because you know, you see caraway everywhere, and it's like 4 pans, 5 pans, or 4 pans for like $300, $400. Like, no. Nobody got that in that. Well, I mean, some people can budget that in, but like I don't want to budget $400 for like 4 pans. Like it's $100 a pan. Do I want to pay that? No. And how long are they really gonna last me? So I know the cast iron will last me a lifetime if we take care of it good. Like if we season it every single time after use. So I'm going to try to season it today, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so I think I'm just gonna literally probably get like a small little cast iron, like maybe this size for like his stuff. And then like I like to make pancakes in this little one because it's like the perfect amount, or like the perfect size to make like the perfect size pancake. But yeah, so I'm gonna make his egg, and I like to make it with butter. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of cheese. He's never eaten it with cheese, so I'm gonna introduce that to him. But yeah, so I'm gonna make that breakfast for him. And I don't know what I want for breakfast. I kind of wanted just like a smoothie. I'm not that hungry this morning. So what me and Ernesto have come to realize, well, Ernesto eats keto, like that's just the way he eats. It's he's been eating this way since January, so the last like 6 months, that almost 7 months, he's been eating like this. He's lost so much weight, and this is just the way he eats. It's like not even a diet anymore. This is just his, this is his diet, like his normal diet. And I'm not eating keto, but I have like taken on a lot of like the stuff from keto. So like I eat a lot of sugar-free stuff. The majority of stuff we do have is like sugar-free, sauces, condiments, drinks. We really don't have soda in the house. And then of course like coffee creamer stuff, that's like not sugar-free. But I don't put a lot in my drinks, so it's okay. Oh man, my battery's about to die. Okay. But I'll carry on after. We're probably gonna miss breakfast, but I'm just gonna make his breakfast, and then I'll catch up with you guys after I charge my battery. So I decided I'm just gonna record my phone. Okay, so we can keep the party going. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cook his breakfast. Pan is heated up, I think, enough. I just use a tiny bit of butter. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of butter. I don't put any seasonings in his egg. Not that hungry, and that's because I was saying how I went on a tangent, but I was going somewhere with my story. Is I don't eat keto, but I do eat low carb at dinner. I have just found that when I eat low carb, I'm not bloated. I eat all of my carbs during the day, and then at night, my last meal of the day, I don't eat any carbs. Now sometimes the only carbs that I do eat is like if I have dessert, like ice cream. Yeah, pretty much ice cream, because I don't really. I'll have chocolate, and sometimes that's just super low carb because we usually eat Lily's chocolate, and that's sweetened with stevia, so it's super low calorie. But I keep it super low carb at dinner, and that works for Ernesto, because then I'm not cooking. Well, it like works out for me too, because like I'm not cooking two separate things, or I'm not cooking an extra thing for myself. I'm just cooking one meal, and we're both enjoying it and eating it, and that's what we're having for dinner. So last night we had that steak. And then I made a cucumber tomato salad, and I added lemon juice, salt, and some olive oil. Oh my god, that was beautiful. So freaking good. And like I noticed when I do have like a heavy carb dinner, I wake up starving the next morning, like super hungry. And this morning, I'm not hungry. That's what works for me. I don't know if that's like the ticket or like the secret to be able to fast for longer. But that's what just works for me. And like, I'm gonna keep that going. I've noticed that I haven't really gained any weight. I haven't really lost any weight. I've lost a little bit of weight. I mean, so after I had Joao, I lost like close to I lost like 40 pounds, like almost 50 pounds. I think I ended up gaining altogether at the end, I gained about 50 pounds. And then with breastfeeding, that super helped. And I've just maintained that weight that I've lost with breastfeeding. And then I don't think I really lost a lot of weight working out because I was gaining a lot of muscle. So I kept weighing myself and I was like, I felt like I was gaining weight, but I could feel like in my clothes it was fitting differently. And not a drastic amount because it was only a month, but I could tell and feel already. So I didn't give myself a lot of time to really see things through, and because it did work for me, it was working. But like it takes like a couple months for you to really see a drastic difference. But yeah, that's what's been working for us, and like it's been great. We feel good. We've been feeling really good. This last 2 weeks that we've been in quarantine, we have not been eating very good. Ernesto was like, you know, screw it. I'm just gonna like eat not keto for like the weeks that I'm sick. Was like, you know what? Because we were gonna go on vacation. I was like confused about my whole timeline yesterday or Monday when I was describing like the COVID thing. So it's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. I got COVID, and then like I got COVID. Like I don't. The phone's right there. I had COVID, and then like 2 weeks after that, we were planning for 4th of July to go to Pismo and Ventura for like a family vacation that week. There's just the 3 of us. So I got sick, and then I gave myself those 2 weeks off, like I said, from the gym. And then that second week, I was sick the week and a half, and then that Friday of that second week, that's when Ernesto tested, or Saturday, Ernesto tested positive for COVID. So then all of last week when that week that we were supposed to be in Ventura, both him and the baby got sick with COVID. Hold on. This is week 4. So it'll be 4 weeks, actually really 5 weeks, because I think the week prior that I got sick, I did go to the gym, but I didn't go like 3 days. I think I only went 2 days. And then, who's mommy talking to? Get it, Papa? Papa? So yeah, like 4.5 weeks. 4.5 weeks I haven't gone to the gym. So I am like super ready to go back. It makes a huge difference. But I feel like I've had a breakthrough with like my mental health this week. I have like, I think I'll just go into this later, but I've had like a breakthrough and like almost like an epiphany. I'm like, okay, like I make things way harder for myself than, you know, what they need to be, but I'll go through that later because this is probably a lot of people. And that's just part of postpartum anxiety and postpartum depression. Like, okay, I'm just gonna feed this little boy his breakfast, and then yeah, I'll like talk to you guys about it more later. Okay, I'm back. The camera has been charging the whole time, and I just finished cleaning the kitchen, picking up. I think the baby's awake. He like slept 40 minutes, nothing. He did not want to go down. That was very frustrating. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about earlier, like the epiphany that I had or whatever last night was, so like one of the issues I was dealing with postpartum was just everything was very overwhelming for me. I really made myself believe that I could not do anything, like clean my house. Like I really believed I couldn't, I physically couldn't. And so I didn't. Like I would have a really hard time just washing dishes and stuff, and like that was a huge, just like the cleanliness of my house was like not, you know, the best. But this week, nothing groundbreaking or anything, but I just started cleaning the kitchen before I went to bed every night. And that I was just like, oh my God, like I could have been doing this a long time ago. Like, why was it so hard for me to figure this out? Or like, why couldn't I just, but therapy has really helped. And I think that, I don't know, it's just like, I've only had 2 sessions. I'm gonna have my 3rd session this week. But oh my God, like night and day difference, like how I can just call myself out, and like I couldn't do that before. I was just so, it was so clouded. Like I always felt so clouded, and like it just sucked. I always felt very like defeated, and like I couldn't do anything for myself. And I feel like I'm in such a different like headspace now, and like I feel fully capable of doing whatever I want and whatever I set myself up to do. I just like, God, the mind is a crazy powerful thing. And yeah, I just been doing that, like cleaning the kitchen at night before bed. And like I feel like nighttime Cynthia does it, and then morning Cynthia's like, oh my God, like thank God I did that last night, because I wake up to like a super clean kitchen, like everything's wiped down, all the dishes are clean, I've swept the floors, like there's no food on the floor because Joel left food on the floor, you know. And like it's just little things, and like breaking things that like every night I'll just take care of the kitchen, and then in the morning I don't have to worry about it. And then throughout the day, when so during his 2 naps, I can just clean up whatever dishes that we use that day. And is it that many? No. Yeah, it's just like, it's not groundbreaking. It's not like something like crazy, but the fact that like I can, well, I've realized that like I can do all of it. You can't not physically do it. And it's just my brain was, I was convinced I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, and it was way too hard, and it's not. I think what I was doing is I wanted to do everything all at one time, and that is super impossible now. It's only possible if I have somebody helping, like watching him as I'm just going through like a tornado in the house and just cleaning everything. But I mean, like that small little, like just the kitchen alone at night, huge accomplishment. And like in my eyes, like today we did a huge like house clean, like deep clean on this past Saturday. And I was saying, okay, Wednesday I do the kitchen every night and I maintain that, and I clean the stove, you know, I pretty much maintain the cleanliness of the kitchen throughout the week. But on Wednesday, I can do like a cleanup of the bathroom and like maintain that just twice a week, just clean the bathroom. And I'm not having to do like a full deep clean, but I'm just maintaining the cleanliness of it. Like stuff like that. It's not rocket science. It's not, he's awake. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. Like, it's like, yeah, anybody could do that. But in my brain, I couldn't do it. And now I feel like, oh my God, it's totally doable. But the fact that I went from like not being able to do it physically, I just couldn't do it, to like now I'm just like, I can do it. It's easy. Like I just do it. And like that is crazy to me, because until you've like been through that, and I'm probably not explaining it correctly, but I feel like if you've been in this position, it's like, wow, like it makes me feel really good, because like something's changing and things are working and things are going good. And that's all I could ever ask for from therapy, honestly. And like for my well-being, honestly, because it's been rough. It's been really rough the past 8 months, and it's been 8 months because I've been postpartum 8 months. Don't take it lightly if you're a husband watching. Don't take this stuff lightly. It's scary. It's really scary. And like I really felt like hopeless, and I felt like there was no help, and I felt like, how am I ever gonna get out of this like dark cloud? Because I literally felt like a dark cloud just following me everywhere. And I always felt that way, and nobody knew I was struggling with it, because I hid it so well. Well, at least I think I hid it so well. I know my mom didn't really realize it when I first talked to her about it. She was just like, what the heck? But I'm glad I've gotten the help for it, because like I feel a million times better. And it's only been 2 sessions. Now I don't know if it works, you know, that fast for many people. I was hoping for the best, expecting for the worst. So I wasn't expecting to feel like this maybe after maybe 3 or 4 sessions, maybe. I don't know. This was my first time going to therapy, so I don't know. But I recommend, and I will preach therapy, and I will, like, if you have the means to get into therapy and can figure out a way to see a therapist, do it. It's life-changing. Ugh, I can go on and on about it, but I just know it's been working great for me, and I recommend it to anybody and everybody. I think it's great. It's a great way to learn how to check in with yourself and be like, okay, come on, you can do it. It's not that hard. Don't let your brain make you feel like you can't do anything, because you're totally capable of doing it. Totally. But that's what I wanted to really talk about. I mean, it's like I said, it's not anything crazy, or like, it's something so simple, but I still was having a really hard time with it. And I'm glad I'm like finally getting over that hump of like making myself feel like I wasn't capable of anything, because I literally felt like that. And I'm capable of so much, totally capable of so much. And I'm so glad I'm like feeling this way now, because like honestly, I didn't deserve feeling like I was the worst human and the worst wife and the worst mom and like ever. And it sucked feeling like that, because I literally felt like, how am I ever going to get out of this hole that I've dug myself in? And I'm getting myself out. So I just want to talk about that. And I'm sure there's other women that have felt this way, whether you're postpartum or not. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Seek the help if you can. I'm sure there's different ways of finding it. I'm sure there's, I know there's like ways to see a therapist for free. I don't know how to get to that. But seek the help if you need it. And like, when you finally realize you need it, that's so good. And like, I realized it. I realized it kind of late. Well, I actually realized it. I wasn't taking the next step and like going through and like booking with somebody, and Ernesto's been godsend with that stuff. He helped me so much. He's been such a great support system for me, and I always say I can never ask for a better husband. He's been so good. And he has been my biggest cheerleader, honestly, the best. I love my husband so much. He's been great. And yeah, honestly, the therapy thing was a huge thumbs up for me. And it's been so great for me, and I can't wait to talk with my therapist on Friday. So that's the spiel. That's what I've been like, this has been going on in my head recently. And I know I talked a little bit postpartum on Monday, but this is kind of like a more in-depth what's going on in my head and stuff. But I need to go get my son. I've been rambling for 11 minutes. But yeah, that's what's been going on, and that's like the update and like my realization that I had last night. So I hope, if this is a sign for you to go see therapy, I hope that you go seek it. It's been great, life-changing. And if not, just know that you have that option there always. Whether you're ready to do it now or later, that option is always there. Okay, I'm gonna go get my son. Okay, so it is currently 11:44. Sorry for my hair looks thrashed. Joao was pulling on it. I'm going to have some lunch. Me and Ernesto, we meal prepped Monday for the week lunch, and that has also been a game changer because that's one less thing I have to worry about. So I meal prepped chicken, and it's like chicken like from Chipotle. So I made that, and then I also made that cilantro lime rice because I love Chipotle, and like I'm one that always likes to order it. But I made it at home and it tastes really, really good. So I'm gonna warm myself up a bowl. And then I have leftovers from last night. I think I'm gonna give to Joao also. So I'm gonna give him some rice, and then I give him some of that meat that that was left over from last night. So I'm gonna get that prepped and warmed up. Okay, so let me show you mine and Joao's lunch. I just warmed it up. I've been doing that trick with the putting the ice in the middle, and it's been great to warm up stuff. Okay, so this is Joao's. That's his bowl. I don't think he's gonna eat that whole piece of meat, but a little bit of rice. And then this is mine. Super spicy. I put a lot of chipotle. I did like the whole can, but it was a whole big batch of it. Like it fed us for dinner that night, yesterday's lunch, and today's lunch for both of us. So that's 6 meals basically. So yeah, it's been great. And then I have the rice at the bottom. Then he got a little bit of rice. He's ready to eat. Hi, honey. Okay, we're gonna eat. Hey guys, so I just wanted to get on here and close out the video. I haven't really been on since like noon. So I just wanted to close the video out because it's gonna be hectic in like an hour or so. We have a leak in our restroom, in our bathroom. Let me show you the hole that the maintenance guy made, because the plumber's supposed to be here in like 30 to 40 minutes. So let me show you really quick before they come, and then I don't want them to be like, you know, it's crazy and it's like, ugh, it looks horrible. But let me show you the hole that the maintenance guy made. That is scary, and you could just feel the heat in here. It's like hot in here, and I have the AC on, but it looks horrid. And then my pot is catching the water that's leaking. So we're gonna have a plumber come in like the next 30-40 minutes. They're gonna fix it. Thank God everything's being done today, but they're gonna fix it. And yeah, so I'm gonna close it out here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll be back soon.